In today's video, I'm going to speak about ways in which I deal with symptoms of depression. A quick note before I begin, I'm not a qualified counsellor or a therapist, so if you do require professional support, I will provide some links in the description below. Okay, so going back to my journey recently, the first thing I've done is try and find a causation of depression. Why do I feel this way? And I've come to the conclusion that it's getting nothing done. If I'm not achieving anything on a daily basis, my mood will drop. I have to do something proactive. If I'm by myself for too long, my feelings can be exacerbated. And being unfit, I didn't realize how bad that would be. Normally I do a running race quite frequently, but with COVID they've been cancelled, so I've become unfit and I've lost a bit of my identity. And my daily satisfaction for life has dropped over the past few months. And to try and counter that, I would ask myself, what can I control in my life to make it a bit better? One of those things is communication. Now, I've got really good friends, very close people around me that are just a phone call or a message away, but communicating with anyone, just having a laugh, just trying to help someone. I get a lot of joy from helping other people, and the way in which I do that is my Instagram page. Now, you'll look at it on face value and think it's pretty silly, and well, it is silly, let's be honest, but the whole point of that page is to help students, and if I can help a student, then it'll make my day. It'll give me a little dopamine hit and increase my mood for a bit. I'll move abruptly now into the next point, and it's being proactive in the night. Now, that doesn't sound great, but let me give you some context. Every night, without fail, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm out of bed. I'll wake up, and traditionally I'll just stay in the room and stare at the ceiling. My thoughts and feelings are typically quite dark during this time, and it's only recently I've said, well, why don't you just get out of bed and do something for an hour or two? You have to be resigned to the fact that whatever happens, you're not getting back to sleep for another couple of hours. So let's do something positive. What would I do? During that time, I would make some content for my YouTube channel. I'd get my AirPods in and listen to some terrible music that you probably wouldn't like, but this is good for me. I'll go back to bed at 5, 6 a.m. and I feel very positive. I've done something good and it gives me a head start. The next day, I don't have to do as much work because I've got a bit in the bank that I've done through the night. The next point is reducing alcohol intake. That's tricky. It is easier said than done. For me personally, the last few months, it's very easy to have a couple of cans of Guinness at home, say during the week, and then 2 becomes 4, 5, 6. Momentarily, you feel great, you feel quite positive, you're having a good time, and we all know how it ends with alcohol. You go to bed pretty emotional, and you wake up feeling even worse the next morning. How do I counter that? Well, recently, have a goal. I would consider what would happen if I don't achieve that goal by drinking. And my goal right now is 300 YouTube videos by Christmas. If I can do that, I'd be really happy. And I know if I slack off by drinking, that's not going to happen. So having that goal is really important to keep me from drinking and doing other things that are going to affect my mental health. Finally, another goal would be sporting. So for me, I'm really happy parkrun is back. And one part of that I really enjoy is wearing a different jazzy football shirt every single week. They've all been in the wardrobe for too long, so now I can wear them again. But just having goals, so getting back to my 5k, trying to get under 20 minutes again, like the good old days, and going to the track every week, doing a mile run with a stopwatch, and trying to get back to a fairly decent time. My parting words here would be, it's not easy. I've maybe made that sound easy, but the mind is pretty cruel sometimes, and there are good days and bad days that you can't control. Routine is key. Without this routine, I would be bang in trouble. I need to do this stuff every single day. If I have one day off from this routine, mentally I can really drop. And this is just my opinion. As I said at the start of the video, I'm not trying to guide you. I mean, if any of this is useful, happy days, but seek your own route. Ask yourself what's making you feel the way that you feel and what can you do to make some changes to your life. Okay, I'm going to finish off by saying what I'd always say. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any suggestions for future videos regarding mental health, please let me know by getting in touch on Instagram at Sports Science Hacks. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you again soon.